Hi girls! I got a little tutorial for you here on the paper crowns that I made in the pattern that just came out, Deer Miss Millicent. Um, there it shows you need your crown base and your paper cuts and a bunch of glue. I'll list the ingredients for the crown at the end of the video. Anyway, you'll need tacky glue, paper cuts, cardstock for your crown base, and that pattern is in that deer doll pattern as well. Acrylic paint, glitter, triple thick crystal clear glaze by Krylon, clothespins, a plastic lid to put your paint and your glue on. You'll need a brush for glue, a brush for painting, and a cup of water for paint. Don't get your paint water cup confused with your coffee cup. That's not fun. You see, I'm gluing the little paper cuts all around, and I try to keep the crown curved and as I'm gluing, just so it can have a little bit of memory. So when it dries and I curve it around, nothing cracks or breaks or whatever. Whatever I'm afraid of won't happen. Maybe, hopefully. You can cut your paper cuts, the scrolls and flourishes, you can cut them up to make them fit the way you want them to fit, and then re-glue them all back together, kind of like making a quilt. Oh, and as you're making your crown, it's always a good idea to try it on to see where all the little curls and points and everything are going. That way her eyes don't get covered up. Okay. In between your gluing and your painting, you gotta let that sucker dry. And there I'm using white pearlescent paint, acrylic. I love acrylics because you can dry them really fast. And I love metallic because they look like fairies have painted them. Paint, paint, paint. Get all the paint in all the little nooks and crannies. I even have extra pieces that I glue on later. You can go ahead and paint those now. And be sure to paint the back of the crown too, the inside back. Both sides. Paint both sides. Please. There's a extra piece that I'll glue on later, just to give it some extra dimension. I watered down some black metallic paint to use as a antiquing type thing. You just brush it on the crown and dab it off with some tissue or something. Don't use facial tissue because it sticks to the wet paint like I did in the photo here, or in the movie. It just adds texture. Texture's a good thing most of the time. And there's that clear glaze that I was talking about, and some of the glitter that I'll use. I love that triple thick glaze. It costs a little more, but I love the way it looks on the crowns. It makes them look like you've dipped them in glaze. And there's some extra pieces that I did just to give the crown some more shape. And we'll use clothespins as clamps to hold that in place while it dries. Some extra flourishes. And you got a frilly deer in the woods crown, like all deer should have. Right? I think so. I need to burp, but I don't want to do it on video. And there's the finished crown. It should show up There should be glitter on the crown. You see it all over my table. As long as some of it makes it onto the crown, then we've accomplished something. And there she's finished, and that's how it looks. Thanks for watching, girls. I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.